Hey, how's it going? Got another video for you here today. Got a little bit of a different one. I'm going to be going through my top weapons in each category that I don't think enough people use or have given it a try. I mean, these are going to be weapons that, I rarely see on tier lists. They aren't going to be the top of the top, but it's going to be weapons that I think, more people should give a try. As you can see, I have just about every automatic gun level 40 um, in the game. And this is the new new SMG and the new LMG. I've yet to get to level 40, and then I have a bunch level 50 as well. Um, so yeah, so I like switching up my guns. I like using different guns every game. Just using the same gun is boring for me. So if you're the same way, I hope you maybe find a gun or two that you haven't really tried out that you'll give a try. Yeah, so this isn't going to be in any particular order. I'm just going to kind of go through each category and kind of name, the weapons that I like to use that, I don't really see that often. And the first one is going to be the B36A4. I think this is one of the better weapons in the game for sure. It is a very consistent gun in the mid to long range category, I would say. It's definitely there's going to be better options in those smaller short range fights, but for those a little bit bigger maps where you're going to be like 15 to 20 meters engagements the whole time, this is definitely one of the top tier guns. With the highest rate of fire and the big mag size, you can really wreak havoc on a team on a flank or even holding down a sight line. Like I said, it's just very good, very consistent. This is the build I'm running for it. And standard suppressor over the light and just for the reduced cost, the heavy extended barrel for that bullet velocity and the accuracy improvement while you're firing. The rib vertical is my favorite vertical to use. I think it's a perfect mix of cost and recoil reduction, and the ADS penalty doesn't really even come to play most of the time with me because I'm not going to really be moving that much when I'm shooting unless they're in pretty close range. The biggest mag size I can get because, like I said, I love being on those flanks, getting those big multi kills to clearing out the front line. So I need the most mag size I can before I have to reload, and then just the standard ammunition and the mini flex 1x. This is my favorite sight. I use it on every weapon pretty much. So yeah, if you haven't picked up this gun, or if you picked it up before and didn't really use it that much, and haven't picked it up since the new patch, I definitely encourage you to try it out. With the new patch, you got a little bit more consistent recoil at range, and it's very easy to control, and it's very consistent. Like I said, the higher rate of fire or the high muzzle velocity makes it very easy to hit moving targets at range. It makes it way more consistent at hitting those targets. So I definitely suggest you give this gun a try. So yeah, so after that we have the AK-4D, and this is one of my favorite guns in the game. I love the high damage, slower rate of fire guns. I think they're just so much easier to use, so much more consistent. You don't have to hit 5, 6 bullets to get a kill. With this gun, up to 10 meters, it's 3 shot, and then after that, it's a 4 shot kill, no matter how far they are. So it is very consistent, very easy to use, and this is also, that mid to long range option. Um, I have pretty much the same exact build on this thing, except I'm using the folding vertical just because I don't have the space with a 30 round mag. This one doesn't, you know, come with a big mag size, and like I said, I like to have that big mag size on, so I'm fine with the folding vertical. I mean, the recoil on this gun is manageable enough where it doesn't even matter. It's a 3 shot kill, and then from there it's 4 shot kill no matter how far away. And like I'm barely even pulling down on the mouse. It's very easy to control. A very strong weapon. For flanks, I mean, you could kill. I mean, with this 30 round mag, you can kill, four, five enemies easily within a magazine just because of the high damage and how consistent it is. So yeah, I definitely suggest giving this one a try. Mm. So that's gonna be two of my top underrated weapons for the assault rifles. I know the AK-40 is probably a little bit more used than the B36A, but I think they're both criminally underused. I think they're both very good weapons. Like I said, I mean, most of the time I'm seeing the cord. I mean, the VCR, obviously, this is one of the best weapons in the game. Um, I see the SOR a lot, M4, obviously. I mean, but I think these two guns can compete with those very easily, so I think you should give them a try. Yeah, so we'll move on to carbines. And I mean, if you've watched any of my videos, you already know which gun I'm about to pick, but the GRT. This is, without a doubt, my favorite gun in the game. This thing is so much fun to use. I don't even know what about this gun is so fun. I think it's just maybe just the high mobility, and it feels like you're using an SMG that hits, just slightly harder. With the huge mag size and the high rate of fire, it's just, oh, man, this thing is just a multi-kill machine. Like some of my best Marauder streaks come from this gun, and every time I pick it up, I just absolutely get an insane amount of kills. Um, so like I said, it's built, similarly to the other guns, just the basic barrel, the rib vertical, the 45 round mag, and then just the standard ammo, standard flex. Um, I mean, I'm committed to converting anyone to the Church of the GRT because I think this gun doesn't get nearly as much love as it deserves. It definitely has a very manageable recoil. I mean, it's like a kind of up and to the left. So I think one of the reasons why this gun is so fun to use for me is that because I aim center mass on pretty much everyone. So the recoil will naturally just go up to their head and just get you a headshot. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why I love it so much. But yeah, I mean, I really, really encourage everyone to try this gun out. It's just incredibly fun to use, and it's incredibly good close to mid-range. I said you can rack up a ton of kills in a single mag with this. I think the most I've ever gotten was 6. So it's definitely a gun I think everyone should use. So it's going to be the only carbine on the list. I'm not a huge lover of carbines. But the GRT is definitely, like I said, my favorite gun in the game. I mean, it's just the most fun to use. Like the M4, but I mean, there's the other carbines. I mean, everyone knows about the M4. The QBZ just got buffed. It's really good. The SG, the M4. I mean, these are all like top tier guns. But I'd rather just in most scenarios, I'd rather just use an assault rifle rather than a carbine. I think the damage drop off on most carbines is just a little too severe for me, and it's just they make them a little bit too inconsistent. Um, for me anyway. So yeah, the SMGs, I really don't have any for the SMGs. I mean, the only SMGs I really like using are the SGX, the PW, and the SCW. And these are, very meta weapons. It's not like anyone doesn't know about these guns. I think the rest of them are just like too much of pea shooters, or too like pea shooter, shoots too slow, shoots too slow. I mean, this is a fun gun, but like the low mag size, it just doesn't feel very good to use. You have to reload after every kill. Pea shooter, and um, this is also a pea shooter, but this is, I mean, not everyone has this gun, and it's probably going to be top tier, so I'm not going to really speak on it yet. So yeah, so I mean, I'm not going to um, not really go into any SMGs. I don't really, because I don't really just don't use them that much. Alright, so moving on to the LMGs, I have 2 here. The first one's going to be the M60. This is definitely my favorite belt-fed LMG. Like I said, the high damage, slow rate of fire is, just up my wheelhouse. I think it just makes it so much more consistent. This is a 3-shot kill at 10 meters and a 4-shot kill any range after that, just like the AK-4D. Um, yeah, so this is the build that I am running on it. It's a little bit different because there's just the extra points you could, use the light and suppressor. You have the heavy extended mag for, the accuracy and the bullet velocity. I use the classic vertical here just because I have the points to use it. So why not? Then just standard ammo, the mini flex 1X. You could even, I mean, this is a gun that I would consider using the thermal sight for, and just changing the vertical to a ripped vertical to be able to fit it. And then, I mean, obviously I'm using 100 round mag. But yeah, so like I said, it's a three shot kill, 10, 4-shot kill every range after that, and as you can see, very consistent, very accurate. If you, I know there's a lot of people that haven't given this gun a try. I really suggest you do. I mean, I would say the M2, I mean, even the M240L is good, but it only has a 50 round mag, so it's like, and it takes forever to reload. So that's why I think this is just, a better option. Um, Definitely, if you like using LMGs, definitely give this a try. And even if you don't like using LMGs, I mean, LMGs are some of the most fun I've had in this game. I mean, just the big round mags, just a bunch of shenanigans can happen in a 100 round magazine. So, definitely suggest you give this gun a try. All right, and so last we're gonna have the RPKM. This is essentially just the DRS light, I would say. It's a little bit, it's slower rate of fire, higher damage, but in terms of how it handles and how the recoil pattern and stuff, I'd say it's very similar to DRS. Um, this is how I have the RPK built. The light and suppressor, heavy extended barrel, the rib vertical, the high magazine, um, standard ammo, standard sight. I mean, it's the same story as pretty much every other gun. I mean, this is definitely a trend of this video is that the high damage, low rate of fire guns are just, they're very fun to use, very consistent, very easy to use also, in my opinion, especially if you're not like, trying to get into the middle of the fray all the time. If you're, flanking around the edges and just trying to pick people off, I mean, these guns are very good to use. Yeah, so for this gun, you're only going to get a 3-shot kill up to 9 meters, and at 10 it becomes 4, and then at 20 it's going to be 5. So the damage drop off for this one is definitely a little bit more severe, but I mean, as you can see, it's just very consistent, very, like, little, low to no recoil at all. I mean, it's just very easy to use, very easy to hit moving targets because of the slow rate of fire. You have, a lot of leeway with the big magazine. So yeah. Yeah, so that's my list of weapons that I think are underused in this game. I mean, you can tell the pattern of the high damage, lower rate of fire. I think these are very good guns, especially for beginners, because you don't have to be as consistent with your aim. You don't need 6 bullets with these guns. 4, 3, 4, and at the most 5 bullets for most of these guns is going to get you a kill. The recoil is very easy. Most of these are just like straight up and down recoil guns. Um, so yeah, I think, if there's some guns on here that you haven't given a try yet, I definitely suggest you do so. And, I appreciate you watching. If you like my content, please subscribe, leave a comment, if there is any other guns you think I missed. And, yeah, thank you for watching.